Hello and welcome back to season 2 of Holistic Happiness Club. This is the episode 0 or the introductory episode of season 2. I know there has been a long delay between season 1 and season 2, and that is why I thought of doing this introductory episode so that I can walk you through what all has happened so far and what is going to happen in season 2, what you can expect, what kind of content you can expect in season 2 of Holistic Happiness Club. Let's begin. And let me introduce myself and then let me talk about Holistic Happiness Club and what you can expect in season 2 of Holistic Happiness Club. So, my name is Akshay, those who do not know me. By education and by profession, I'm a software engineer. I'm still working in the corporate world. But by passion, I'm also a coach, a holistic happiness coach. So, let me walk you through a little bit about my career. I started working back in 2013 in the software world, in the corporate world, and I was very happy with my job. I still am happy with my job because I'm driven by something. And there are 6 baseline in I have already walked you through these baseline things in season 1, but in season 2, I'm planning to do a detailed episode about what is baseline and what they can do in your life. So one of my baselines is making an impact, meaning I'm driven by things that can make an impact on someone's life, on society, big or small. Bigger the better. So one of my baseline is making an impact, and I'm happy in the corporate world, in the software world, because I believe that I am making an impact by writing the piece of code in the software, right? So this is my core belief, and that is why I was also satisfied with my corporate job. But after working there for 7 long years, in 2020, I started thinking that, okay, let me do something else. Let me do something more direct that can impact people's life, because software is impacting people's life, true, but it is an indirect impact. I'm sitting in somewhere in the cubicle and I'm writing some code. I'm developing some piece of software. That piece of software somewhere is changing someone's life, that's true, but I'm not able to see that direct impact. I wanted to do something that makes more direct impacts. That's why I came into coaching field. I did my life coaching certificate in 2019 from Peak Performance Academy, Mumbai, and I partnered with another person that time, and I started working as a health coach. We were working with people from all walks of life, and we were working with people who had Sjogren's syndromes, fibromyalgia, diabetes, blood pressure, depression, thyroid, and all sorts of weight issues, weight loss, weight gain, all different things. And I noticed over the period of time that these people who are going through all these issues, all these problems, their problems has started somewhere in their life when they were too stressed. So that's where this thing started in my mind, that why not nip this problem in the bud, which means why not teach people how to deal with stress, how to deal with problems in their life, so that these kind of problems, these kind of issues which comes because of stress, because of lifestyle problem. So for those who do not know, these diabetes, blood pressure, these are called lifestyle disorders, because our lifestyle is so much in disharmony with nature that these problem occurs. So why not nip the problem in the bud, so that's where this idea of happiness coaching germinated, and I started drifting towards working towards being a happiness coach. So I trained myself in various methods. I developed few things on my own based on my experience, based on things that I had learned so far working with clients and reading different things, and through my own life as well. Yeah, that's when I started working as a happiness coach. And as I told you, I'm still full-time working as a software engineer. So there was little time and there was only so much I could do. There was only so many people I could reach. So I thought to reach more people, to spread this knowledge or the experience that I am gaining to more and more people, so that they can make a little bit better decision in their life, I started this podcast called Holistic Happiness Club. So, Holistic Happiness Club is a place where we talk about happiness holistically. What do I mean by that? I see happiness as the combination of things. Holistic happiness meaning looking at happiness in the ecosystem of life where your emotional health, your physical health, your relationships, your personal life, your professional life, and purpose driven well being, all of them coexist peacefully together. It is the deeper sense of alignment. It is, how would I say that? It is the alignment between your inner world and the outer world, inner peace and the outer success as well. Both should exist together to make you happy. So it is an everyday pursuit. It's not just a choice as it is being very much popularized nowadays on social media. It is not just a state of mind. It is relentless everyday pursuit of making your life or living your life to the most fullest and optimal way. That's how I would like to define holistic happiness. I see that there are different aspects of life, and when those aspects of life work in harmony, then you achieve your optimal state. That is what I'm calling happiness. These things put together makes you a person, makes your life. And if any one of them is not going great, you are not going to feel happy in your life. So we talk about everything, be it your physical health, mental health, love life, relationships, sometimes a little bit of finances as well. Not about like how you can trade in stocks or where you should invest, but more about mindset related to finances. So we focus mostly on mindset related to all these things, all these aspects of a human life. So this is what we do. So in season 1, when I started this podcast, I tried to put out my experience. There were mostly monologues. There were 4 or 5 conversations with other people, but there was mostly monologues about things which I have learned from my own life, from the experience of coaching other people, from the experience of learning through things and solving the problem that I had faced personally or somebody in my vicinity had faced. So that was about season 1. It was mostly monologue, but one person can only talk so much, right? So when I realized that, I started thinking that I should bring in more and more experts of other fields so that they can share their experience, they can talk about their area of expertise, and they can give you more value. So there was a need to bring in more experts, I felt. So then I started searching for more and more experts. Then life happened, as it happens with so many of us. And there were so many things because of which I could not start season 2. There were so many moving parts. There were so many uncertainties, like where I am going to be next month and what am I going to do. So I don't want to talk about those stuffs in detail, but in totality, because of these personal uncertainties, I could not start season 2. I moved from being based in India to now being based in Netherlands. So I'm going to host all the season 2 episodes from Netherlands. This is one of the change that has happened. That was one of the uncertainty which I was going through in my personal life. So yeah, that delayed the season 2, but now we are all set. I will not say that all the uncertainties has gone, but I have made peace with them. This is also another learning experience that I can share sometime later in this season itself, that how there will always be uncertainties, right? And you have to navigate through them. So somehow I made peace with these uncertainties, and amid these, I'm trying to start with the season 2 again. So here in the season 2, what you can expect. In season 2, of course, as I talked, that there will be more and more experts. But it is not only going to be about listening through the conversations of different experts. But conversation itself or the field itself might be very different compared to season 1, because here we might talk to people or the experts of the field which are very lesser known to people. For example, somebody who's treating people through the power of yoga, not the traditional yoga that you have heard of. It's a different thing. I'll bring in that conversation sometime later. And somebody who has built a completely different life from the life that we city dwellers know about. This kind of things are completely different, and some of the subjects you might have already heard will also be there. Will there be no monologues? No, there will be few of them, but compared to season 1, their frequency will be very, very less. I'm trying to bring in more and more experts so that you can listen from different people and learn from them. So stay tuned, and if you are a coach, someone who can contribute to people's life, and if you want to use this platform, please reach out to me. I will be very happy to hear from you, and I will be very happy to host you if we get along in terms of philosophies. So when you are reaching out to me, please leave details about you, like what have you done and what are your credentials and why you want to speak on Holistic Happiness Club and what you want to speak about. Right? So that is it about the introductory episode of season 2 of Holistic Happiness Club. I hope this season will bring a lot of value to your life, and I hope this season will make your life just a little bit better. I'm not saying that a podcast or an episode will transform your life, but it can start the beginning of that. And I know that very well because I have experienced that. I have seen that one spark can change your life. So stay tuned. I hope that I will bring more and more of value to you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye. This is your host, Akshay Tiwari, signing off.